Wildfires in California aren't just burning forests, they're burning through billions of dollars, disrupting lives, and threatening one of the world's largest economies. But here's the real question. Are these wildfires actually ruining California's economy for good? For years, California has faced wildfires, but recently things have gotten worse. Longer fire seasons, more intense blazes, and devastating losses are becoming the new normal. Every summer seems to bring headlines of raging infernos, lost homes, and communities forced to flee. But it's not just about the fire itself, it's about what happens after. Homes are destroyed, infrastructure is damaged, and businesses are forced to shut down. The ripple effect of each major wildfire spreads far beyond the flames. Think about the property damage alone. Wildfires have destroyed tens of thousands of homes over the past decade, resulting in billions of dollars in insurance claims. And when insurance companies have to pay out more, everyone's premiums go up. This leads to a vicious cycle. As wildfires increase, insurance costs soar. Some homeowners can't afford the rising premiums, while others find that insurers won't cover them at all. This leaves many in a tough spot: stay in a high-risk area or move elsewhere. Now imagine being a business owner in these wildfire-prone regions. The constant threat of evacuation, power outages, and road closures can cripple a business. Lost revenue and increased costs can push small businesses to the brink. And let's not forget tourism. California's natural beauty is a huge draw for visitors, but when wildfires strike, tourism takes a massive hit. National parks close, air quality plummets, and the entire local economy suffers. But it's not just rural areas. Even major cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco feel the impact. Smoke from wildfires can travel hundreds of miles, turning clear skies into a thick haze. When air quality drops, health risks rise and outdoor activities come to a halt. The health costs are staggering. Respiratory problems, hospital visits, and lost workdays add up quickly. Studies have shown that wildfire smoke can have long-term health effects, further straining the healthcare system. Now, let's talk about power. In recent years, utility companies have faced enormous pressure to prevent wildfires caused by downed power lines. To mitigate risk, they've resorted to planned power outages, leaving millions without electricity during high-risk conditions. These blackouts aren't just an inconvenience, they're costly. Businesses lose revenue, refrigerated goods spoil, and people are left in the dark, literally and figuratively, wondering how long it will last. The economic toll of these outages adds up fast. Some estimates suggest that planned power outages cost California billions of dollars each year in lost productivity alone. Meanwhile, utility companies are scrambling to upgrade infrastructure and reduce fire risk. But the cost of these upgrades is astronomical, and guess who ends up paying for it? Consumers. Higher utility bills are becoming the norm. And then there's agriculture. California is the nation's leading agricultural producer, but wildfires pose a serious threat to this vital industry. Crops are damaged, livestock is at risk, and farmers face losses that can take years to recover from. Take the wine industry, for example. Wildfires have destroyed countless vineyards and tainted grapes with smoke, leading to entire harvests being lost. The impact on California's economy and reputation as a wine producer is significant. The ripple effect extends to labor. When wildfires hit agricultural areas, farm workers are displaced, left without jobs, and forced to relocate. This disrupts local economies and puts additional strain on communities. Housing is another major issue. After a major wildfire, rebuilding efforts can take years. In a state already grappling with a housing crisis, the loss of thousands of homes only makes things worse. This housing shortage drives prices up even further, making it harder for residents to find affordable places to live. And for those who do rebuild, there's always the fear of the next fire season. Let's not forget the environmental impact. Wildfires release massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. This creates a feedback loop. Climate change leads to more wildfires, which in turn accelerates climate change. The state is investing billions in wildfire prevention and mitigation. Controlled burns, better forest management, and advanced firefighting technology are all part of the plan. But is it enough? Despite these efforts, critics argue that more needs to be done. They point to outdated building codes, inadequate evacuation plans, and underfunded fire departments as areas that need urgent attention. Meanwhile, investors are starting to take notice. The constant threat of wildfires and their economic impact could make California less attractive for long-term investments. Some companies are even considering relocating to states with lower risks. But here's the catch. California is still the fifth largest economy in the world. Its diverse industries, from tech to entertainment, continue to drive growth. Wildfires are a serious problem, but they haven't brought the economy to a halt. However, if the current trend continues, the cost of living will keep rising, and the risks will deter both residents and businesses from staying. This could lead to a slow but steady economic decline. So what's the solution? Some experts believe that better urban planning and stricter building regulations in high-risk areas could reduce future damage. Others argue that more aggressive climate action is the only way to prevent worsening wildfires. Ultimately, it's a race against time. Can California adapt quickly enough to protect its economy from the growing wildfire threat? Or will the costs continue to spiral out of control? For now, the battle rages on. Each wildfire season brings new challenges, new losses, and new lessons. Whether California can rise from the ashes and build a more resilient future remains to be seen. Wildfires may be a natural part of California's landscape, but their economic impact is anything but natural. It's a man-made problem that requires bold, innovative solutions. Are wildfires ruining California's economy? Maybe not yet, but they're definitely reshaping it. And if the state can't find a way to manage the risks, the long-term consequences could be devastating. One thing's for sure, the stakes have never been higher. The future of California's economy and its people depends on what happens next.